Bears are moving forward on a stadium in Arlington Heights.
The team says it's all but ready to go, but there's one thing standing in the way.
Political reporter Paris Schutz catches us up on what's going on. Paris.
Yeah, Sylvia and Terrence, Bears CEO Kevin Warren called a last-minute press conference this afternoon to say they have all their ducks in a row. The designs are in, the village of Arlington Heights is in, the Bears brass is all in on breaking ground on an Arlington Heights stadium before the end of the year. So what is that final hurdle? Like most things in Illinois, politics. Warren today said he just needs the governor and state lawmakers to pass a bill this fall that would help the Bears save some money on their property taxes.
All we need is property tax certainty, and we're not trying to avoid paying taxes. We absolutely will pay taxes, but we want to just have certainty. And what this mega project property tax bill allows you to do is it allows a company like the Bears to negotiate with local taxing authorities, school boards, school districts, to be able to set the certain amount of taxes that should be paid. And this is what we call no cost and no obligation. This costs the state of Illinois zero.
Hope that a deal could be reached. I guess we're back now. So this is legislation that was on the docket in the spring. It stalled. Chicago lawmakers were against it because they were hoping that a deal could still be reached on a stadium in the city. That's likely not going to happen. Now, Warren says the plan is to pass this legislation in the fall veto session. The problem is it's going to be harder. It's because the rules require a 3/5 majority to pass this kind of legislation, and they did not have the votes in the regular session. Now, I spoke with State Representative Cam Buckner, whose district is the home of Soldier Field. He says it does not look promising for the team.
This is not something that is on our priority list. When you look at what's going on with the state's financial situation, when you look at the fact that in Washington, Trump is already talking about cutting Medicaid and housing programs and other things that actually keep our communities afloat. When you talk about the fact that we need $1.5 billion for the transit system here in the region, we are not spending much time talking about where the Bears should be playing football and whether or not the state of Illinois should be writing a check to them.
So it's likely the political standoff is going to continue. Warren can always start breaking ground in a stadium anytime he wants in hopes that lawmakers might come to the table next year. But Bears chairman George McCaskey said it's urgent. He wants to get it done now. Every month delayed is a month that the region loses out on the big events that the stadium could host.
Paris, Warren keeps saying they need that bill in Springfield in order to start construction. Why is that, and what would that bill do exactly?
Well, remember, the Bears initially asked for $2 billion in taxpayer help. They knew they weren't going to get that at some point, so this is their replacement ask. And basically what it does is essentially a property tax freeze for a period of many, many, many years. So they would save money on their property tax bill. State Representative Buckner says that means it could deprive money from going to schools and other local governments. One of the reasons why it's a very heavy lift in Springfield. And as you heard him say, it is not on their radar. It's not something that they are likely to get done this fall, as Warren and McCaskey are hoping.
Okay, thanks for that, Paris.